Hello again, everybody, and welcome back. Another episode here of Banish the Doubt, and I am George McNamara. It sounds perplexing, doesn't it, that there's nothing to do? Really, there's nothing to do, meaning anything that we feel that we have to do is a conditioned behavior. Everything that is not love, that does not come from the premise of love, is a conditioned feeling, a conditioned reaction. You see, we have been we haven't been told this. The Bible is, metaphysically speaking, all about the science of detaching ourselves from this conditioned behavior or conditioned behaviors. It's why in the Bible, at the pool of Bethesda, Jesus says to the cripple who's looking at the pool, the water, as if that was going to magically make him healed, and he couldn't quite get there. He says, "You only need me." He was talking metaphysically. The me is who we are on the inside. That part of us that is deathless, changeless. This human body that we exist in will die one day. These cells will eventually all break down. And that's what it is. That is what death is. This here, where we're living right now, is heaven, this earth. It's here. But we are conditioned to look at everything external to us as far as finding answers, as far as asking for opinions. You see, whenever you take a selfie, I'm not saying shouldn't do it, but you take a selfie, you post something online. Now, again, not saying not to do it. You post a photo. Excuse me. There is a hit of dopamine chemically. Our bodies get this rush of dopamine. It's temporary, but our bodies crave it. So whenever we're validated by another, we get this hit of dopamine. It feels good. The feel-good drug, serotonin. But then it's temporary and it leaves because we are looking at life through the lens of the superficial, of the materialistic. This is what TV programming is all about. It's programming you to watch. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't, not to watch TV, of course, enjoy it, but enjoy it as a spectator who understands it's not really us, it's not really me. You watch a sporting event for the sheer beauty of the talent that these players display, female and male, but detached from the emotional connection to it. You are enough. You are perfect. I would like for you to think of a square, okay? A box as a square. And anywhere on this square, put the word love. And put the word wealth. And on the outside of the box, okay? So love, wealth, health. And then finally, perfect self expression. I read about this in the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. That is what to look to as to who you are. You are, and we all are, inside of us, this super consciousness, this God consciousness, universal consciousness, source energy, whatever you want to call it. It is who we are. We are perfect. We are pure love. We are perfect self-expression. We are wealthy and healthy. You see, I want to show you this. This is obviously an hourglass, right? So here we are, where we emanate from, this universe. Down the bottom here, this is subconscious. This middle area is the conscious mind, and above here is a superconscious, or the God conscious, universal source energy. It's where we come from. But we come through, or we attach to, this conscious thinking, this analytical thinking. And down the bottom is who we are, consumed by this subconscious programming, conditioned thinking, conditioned programmed thinking, again, with the TV. Okay? Think now of an idea that you heard about. I'll give you an illustration. So years ago, I was involved with network marketing, and they would have conventions periodically throughout the year, and all these people would gather, and they would have this huge convention with all rah rah and a lot of motivational speakers. So people were clearly, right, energized by this, the collective. They would get these ideas about, yes, I'm going to make all this money, I'm going to be rich, we're going to live here, we're going to buy this, we're going to do that, we're going to take a vacation here, and all this is a great, happy days are here again, which is nothing wrong with it. It is what it was, okay? But then they left. We would leave the convention, and all that energy starts to go through the rational, right, or analytical mind. And then we would be here, surrounded by the people who are going to tell us how this was a pipe dream and you're wasting your time and those things don't ever work out. I had a brother, I had a sister, I had a cousin, a mailman, milkman, whatever, a farmer, what they were involved in that. And the majority of people from here end up here and never leave, because we are conditioned to believe or to think about or put more emphasis, importance on what does the outside world think. Now, we also come from this source field, this energy field, the field, and we come here onto this earth in this human body as this spirit. And everybody who came before us, right, was equally conditioned. So these people who are conditioned are going to teach us, who are brand new to this world, how the real world works, right? You have to strive. Depending on where you came from, if you were born into a very poor neighborhood, a lot of crime, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of fear, a lot of consternation, you better be strong, right? Because that's what you need. You need to, what? You're in the wild. It's a wild world out there. It's a dog eat dog world out there. We hear that. Money doesn't what? Grow on trees, we're told. Anything is worth in this world, you gotta be worth fighting for it. So we're conditioned. For all along, who we truly are, where we came from, is still in us. We're still connected to that. That's still who we are at our core. So I want to read you something. If I can remember his name. Max Planck, back in, I believe it was the 40s or 30s, he was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his study of the atom. And he said that there is this force out there is this consciousness out there, that it is the us, who we are, is part of this consciousness. Max Planck, in his writings, in his studies, was exactly where they got the information for to make the movie The Matrix. And in the movie The Matrix, this quote, if you watched it, you may remember this quote. It says, "You have to understand," when Neo was speaking to, I forget who the other guy was, but when Neo was speaking to him early on, he said, "You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so injured, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it." Again, we come here, and this is the system. This is the information that we're told on how the world really does work. And the people down here are everybody. It's pretty much everybody that's in your orbit, in your reality. But if you are watching this video, it's because you have attracted me into your life. There is something inside of you that says, no, something's not right. There's more out there, there's better, but it's not out there. I'm here to tell you, there is no such thing as out there. It is you. And that you're attracting this video, is the seed, is the plant inside of the seed wanting to crack open and bust through the shell. It's why you're here. It's why you're watching this. And as that is inside of you, you're saying, I'm going to listen to this now. So we listen to our intuition, that voice inside of us. We understand that every thought that I have internal is being sent out to the field. And this field is reflecting back to us those thoughts. So we understand then that there is no such thing as I can't, I need, I have to. There is no such thing as that. There is just I am, right here in this moment. I am. We don't, because to think otherwise is to place a condition on there is no such thing as placing a condition on the I am. I am it's you, you're changeless, formless. You've never died, you'll never die. That part of you will never die. So you simply just think of whatever desire it is you have within inside yourself as you're watching this video, is because that version of you exists, whatever that may be that you're thinking about. And for you to recognize that here in this world, in this 3D world, is for you to recognize that, attached to it, I am that, and do not let go. Be that as many times of a day as you have to. I will tell you, the more you start to attach to that and break away or detach yourself from the other, there will be times when that doesn't want to let go. The ego does not want to let go. The mortal mind, or the ego mind, likes to hang on to pain and suffering. That's why we talk about stuff like that. That's why the world outside talks about that, gossips about that, because it's the ego. The ego wants to and likes being the martyr. The ego wants to and likes to be the boss, likes to be the leader. There is no such thing. I and my Father are one, but my Father is greater than I, said Jesus. Jesus said, if unless the power came from my Father, you, Caesar, have no power over me. No earthly thing, nothing on this earth has power over you. You are God, and God is you. Not from an ego standpoint, not for you to tell a cop if he pulls you over tonight or this weekend or whatever and say, excuse me, but do you know who you pulled over here? I mean, I'm God, so I get the easy pass. It's not that. It is this knowing that I control everything by my thoughts. How I think and how I talk to myself at all times is revealed to me in everything that I think, I imagine that shows itself in my reality. It could not be there otherwise. It has to only, it's only ever there because of how I'm thinking about it. So, like the Bible says, you are David, and Goliath is the limited thinking, is that are the doubts and the fears and the consternation and the uncertainty and the I have to go ask somebody else for their opinion. I have to go get validation from somebody else. Is the I have to take a photo, but first fix my hair and my makeup, or just fix my hair and put some cologne on, or whatever it may be, fix my shirt for the photo because I'm more concerned with what others think of me than what I think of me. That is the Goliath in your world. David, however, had only a little stone, right? A little white stone. That is the faith that he threw at and killed Goliath with. He killed Goliath with. That is all you require. That little stone of faith. You hold on to that, and there is nothing in this world that you cannot accomplish. You cannot have, because it's already there. The airplane found the Wright brothers. The Wright brothers didn't find the airplane. The iPhone was seeking out and found Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs didn't find the iPhone. It found him. The internet found Bill Gates, not the other way around. Okay? So this is how it works. Have a great day.